Uh-oh. Looks like I'm starting to get full. Time to start the episode. How you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of our Minecraft Let's Play. It's your friendly neighborhood Viking K-Dog. And today, guys, we are over at our barn. So, as you remember from last episode, we went ahead and put in this giant barn over here. And I did go ahead and finish up the back. Yes, I actually did complete a task. I know it's kind of weird, but we have all of our animals in here for those of you that didn't happen to catch it, except for camels. So, we'd have to still get camels, but we have horses, mules, donkeys, a pig, skeleton horse, and 2 llamas. So out here, I've been terraforming, like I told you guys I was going to do in between episodes. I've been peeling back this hillside here, so the barn's done. And as it turns out, the barn's actually not done. I lied to start this episode. I tell you what. But I went over here and I kind of flattened this out a little bit, so we can go ahead and plant our potato garden. I forgot a piece of dirt there. So this is just going to be all potatoes over here. Just to kind of add some greenery. Brought a beacon over to make it a little bit easier. Bob's been helping me a little bit. He actually can hold a shovel. Yeah, weirdest thing. I didn't even know they added that to the game, but you hand Bob a shovel and he'll just terraform anything. But if we come back over here, you guys can see that I have 4 circles on the ground plus a little bit of another one. So I was going to completely terraform this, but I'm actually running out of storage and all the chests that I brought over here, and I don't want to bring more chests over because that's more I got to unload. So I figure we'll just start building the silos now, and then we'll have storage for it. It just makes sense, right? So the styles I want to build, I want to have some redstone functionality in them. So I want them to actually have like display lights on the outside, so there'll be a functional silo. And we have 5 of them here, so all 5 of them will be a different resource. We'll have cobblestone, stone, deep slate, dirt, and I believe grass. And that's just like the biggest resources in Minecraft. So let's go ahead and get started. I already have the design planned out. I'm going to need a lot of chests, a lot of hoppers, and, well, a lot of terracotta. So I've spent so much time terraforming, I forgot to check and see if we have any terracotta. So let's go ahead and do that now. Here's my terracotta chest. Okay, so we do have some plain terracotta, which is actually good because I'm just going to dye it. So I'm just going to take this regular terracotta, and we're going to do our first silo in red. So I don't know exactly how much I'm going to need. I'm kind of just gonna spit all this. And then up top, I was thinking about using bone blocks because we have a lot of them, but bone kind of looks on the top, and white kind of looks meh on the top. Now I'm not going to use any stairs, so I think what we might be able to get away with is actually using some white concrete. And of course, you guys know that we have more than enough sand, and we have been stocking up slowly but surely on gravel. I don't want to use too much of this, only because we got our giant wrestling ring over there, which I have been working on. I have been working on it. So we're going to need a bunch of chests. So thankfully, just from clearing all this land, I have a butt ton of wood. And I also think that I had some spare chests laying around here somewhere. Oh, do I? Huh. Turns out I don't. We're actually going to need a few barrels too. And I have to remember the barrel recipe. I can never remember it. I think it's planks is what you need to make barrels, because I have a couple. But we're going to need a lot more than that. I'm just going to grab these just in case. All right, so we're just going to start making, like I said, a butt ton of wood. It is planks. Okay. Okay, so we're going to need about 10 barrels. I have some extra. Not a big deal. We're going to need, like I said, a crap ton of chests. So I'm just going to start doing this. Probably way faster. There we go. So that gives us 2.5 stacks of chests. And then thankfully I have been AFKing the iron farm a lot. And I mean a lot. And we can go ahead and make also a butt ton of hoppers here. Just go ahead and break all that down. And we'll make 88 hoppers. Alright, well that seems like a good start. Let's go ahead and just see if we can just build the first one. Well, I just made an executive decision, and terracotta is out. Yes, you heard me right. The terracotta is out. I just accidentally made some red concrete powder, and it looks a lot better. So we're just going to go ahead and use red concrete. I mean, it's brighter. It looks nicer. I don't know. Call me old-fashioned, I guess. Or maybe new-fashioned. I'm not sure which one it is. So our design simply is just going to be like this. And this is just like our access chest for whatever the material is. And then behind it, what we're going to have is a line of hoppers facing into this thing. So we'll just go like that. And then build up from here, because now we just got to start our line of chests. And then above this, we're going to skip a block. And I'm actually going to have redstone lamps as indicators. So let's see if I actually have some already made. If I don't, I can always just go buy glowstone, which is actually a really nice part of having a villager trading hall? So yes, I do. So basically, this is just going to be the design all the way up, and we're just going to kind of build it up and go from there. So let's go ahead and get this general shape in, and then, you guys can see what the silo is just going to look like from the outside. Well, while I'm gathering up with this glowstone, I may as well ask you guys, what do you guys think of the new proposed changes they're going to make to villagers? So if you guys haven't heard, they're basically going to like make villagers specialize via their biome for particular trades. So like all the armorers and everything we have upstairs, they won't have, like two pieces of armor that you can get. They're only going to have one, and it's going to be a tier 1 enchantment. And then that's going to actually vary by their region. I don't know which region they are. So my thoughts on it, it seems like Mojang is pushing, players towards obviously exploring more, which I'm cool with. They brought out, the new terrain, and then all, the armor trims and that we have to go find. So, I'm all for exploring. I think it's a great idea. And I think, a villager trading hall like this, while it is super nice, this is super overpowered. Like, I can get literally diamond armor. Let's go actually look how much diamond armor I have saved up. So, mind you, I had to craft none of this, right? It was just an emerald trade. Yeah, these guys. So, yeah, look, I can get a diamond shovel for, 1 emerald. I can get a pick. So I have all these spare picks, and some of them are even decent enchants. What was this? Unbreaking 3. Yeah, efficiency 3 and unbreaking 3 already. So look, you're getting all these high-level enchants. And I mean, running a realm or a server, yeah, it does make it a lot easier because it's one less thing you got to do. You don't have to constantly keep going out and, buying these things or, making these things and running out of diamonds and mining. But I mean, it is Minecraft. So, I mean, it does kind of stink that they're forcing you to play a game a certain way, but at the same time, they're also making you explore the game. So I think that's also a good thing. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to buy that. There we go. I don't think I've ever bought that before. But yeah, I'm all for it just to change it up. Now, I don't think these villagers will be affected because normally Mojang doesn't like patch out things that work if it's already there. So I think this trading hall will be okay. But even then, what I'm going to do is, just to be safe, I'm going to go through all these clerics. And, I have these, obviously, chests here to just stack up enchantments. So I'm just going to fill all these up, especially my unbreaking and, I believe my feather falling, and I have a couple mending villagers. So, I mean, I'm not super concerned about mending, but yeah, we're just going to run through here and then, just tidy up all these guys and make sure we have enough books for the future. But let's get back to our build. Woo-wee, guys, I'll tell you what, I'm kind of starting to forget the controls here a little bit. I've been playing the new Starfield that just came out, and the crouch and the run are switched, so this is kind of throwing me off here for building this. But here is our silo, so this is it. I mean, it's quick, it's simple, so it's a circle. That's what it is. So we're going to break our way in here because I was not smart enough to, of course, leave a way in. But I figure I'll show you guys the redstone, and it's not that complicated, which I'm kind of surprised with because, well, I mean, I'm not a redstoner, you guys know that, but I'm also not really a great Minecraft player because I can't figure out how to hop up here. So let's just go ahead and do some of that. Okay, so what we have here is, of course, there is our first light. So that means we need to take a signal from a chest. So if we take this chest here and we'll just make it a double chest, we'll just go up and up. Okay, so we need a signal from that. So what I'm going to do is put a slab down here, bang, and then this one is the easy one because all we have to do then is just go bang. So every level is going to have a chest and it's going to have a hopper light. So now the fun part is, of course, trying to figure out how to do this and not like get yourself stuck in here. So of course we can go like that. And now this way, we kind of have to do like a little like roundabout. So what we need to do is we need to put a block right there, and then this should read into that block, therefore powering that. And then we're just going to go back and forth, up and down, and we're just going to keep going. So what I'm going to put in this one to, of course, keep like testing this as we go is this will be our stone storage silo. So let me actually start feeding some stone in here, make sure this works so far, and we'll just start rolling. All right, guys, so we can indeed confirm that it works. So basically, this one is lit because this is like the holding one. So obviously this one won't be lit, but this will flicker while of course they're filtering down through. So that is kind of like an annoying side effect, but I mean, it's kind of cool. So I mean, I'm not going to complain too much. So that took care of the stone in these shulker chests over here. So we have a good amount, and there's more back in the base. So I'm just going to keep building this all the way up, and then when we get up top, what we can do is put a barrel up top at the very tippy top, and then put a few hoppers down into the chests, and that will be how we load this thing, because there's no way to really load it from here unless we put an item elevator in here, but obviously that's not going to happen because, well, we don't have enough room. All right, so here we have our completed silo. So like I said, it's simple, it's easy, and it has redstone, and it does what we need. Sometimes you don't gotta complicate things, guys. So it also does kind of look also like a rocket, but once we get a couple more in here, it'll start to look like a silo. So I put this ladder on the back, because obviously sometimes, you don't have an elytra, so here we go. So I figure we'll take a test run of this thing and see how it works. So all these should be lighting up, and this thing should be going bonkers. And it's actually kind of cool to watch. I didn't really think of that, but this almost takes care of almost all the stone we had. I guess I didn't have a silk touch pick for that long, but yeah, that'll be it. So basically, this is all we got to do every single time once we come back from a mining session. And I can even bring shulker boxes up here and just set them up here, and just open them up and drop it right in here. So we're going to go ahead and let this one sort through. And now, of course, we're going to go ahead and do the second silo. So the second silo is just going to be the same thing as this one. The only difference is it's going to be a different color. So I didn't want to do all red because, well, I mean, 5 red silos is kind of boring. So what I'm thinking is we just do like a different color. Something like, I don't know. We got red. How about like we do a purple, we do a blue, we do, I don't know, a lime green I'm kind of feeling. Something crazy, because this world's kind of crazy. We got a bunch of weird builds around here, and that's what we like to do. So let me go ahead and make some purple concrete, and then I'll come back over and we'll start filling that one up. As we awakened from our nightly nap, of course, with a fantastic light show in the background, you guys can see that I completed silo number 2, of course, in the color purple. So this is our cobblestone silo, and we got a lot of cobblestone to put in, and the system's already backed up, and the top chest is kind of full. Hoppers aren't the fastest thing in the world, but we'll finish this as the episode obviously goes on. There's no rush to jam it all in there and just sit around and wait. So I got a pretty big issue right now, and that issue is this is about how much gravel I have left, literally in all my chests. I don't know what the deal is with gravel, but I just can't seem to ever have any. So when we were out exploring last episode, I actually came across a mountain that was all gravel, and it's like a biome in Minecraft. It's basically just gravel mountains, and I believe I wrote it down here. Yeah, gravel mountain, negative 11,600, negative 950. So I think we're actually going to go make another portal out there and just, have it, because we're always in need of gravel, and then that way, I won't have to keep journeying out there. So I think for the last 3, we're going to go with probably a lime green, and then we might do just an all white one, and probably a blue. I feel like those are going to be the best colors. So I'm going to go make this nether portal, and hopefully we'll put it in the right place. We'll do the math, and let's head out there and gather some gravel. All right, guys, so I made my way out here to this mountain biome, and this is what I was talking about. The majority of the biome is gravel. It's at least a couple layers deep, so if you guys find one of these, they're really handy. This is the first one we've actually found in this world, and actually the terrain around here is pretty wicked, as you guys can tell. It's actually, really, really interesting. We might actually have to come out here and build something. I don't know. Give me some ideas. Like, if you're looking at this, go ahead and jot some ideas down. Maybe we can come out here in a future episode, and, this could be, maybe we could do, like, the Notch Temple or something out here. The mountains are high enough. But I'm going to get to work gathering some gravel. Probably gather, I don't know, 4, 5 shulker boxes. I don't know. I never gather enough when I come out here, so, let's just keep that trend going, I guess, and not gather enough this time. Because, well, let's face it, we need even more gravel for our wrestling ring. So, this is 6 shulker boxes, so I'm going to hold it to myself that I'm going to get 6 shulker boxes of gravel, and that's what I'm saying. So I'll join you guys when I'm done with that. Well, guys, let me say I feel like a thank you speech is in order, because I stuck it out, and I got all the gravel we needed. Plus, I actually got a little bit more, so Look at us going, huh? And then, of course, this is just kind of some collateral stuff we got. Of course, I only had like one more shovel with Silk Touch on it, which is that one. And then we, of course, use this one and this one. So I got to heal all these tools. These are tools that were just used within this one episode. So all 6 of these were broken within one episode, which is absolutely mind-boggling to me. But I hope you guys know that since we got all of this, gravel, next episode, we're going to get a lot of work done on the wrestling ring. We might actually finish the whole entire mat. Maybe even finish the ring posts and the ropes. I don't know. I'm hoping so. But 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 1, 2, 3. Why do I have 7 of them? Did I get bonus points here? Oh no, that's the extra one. Okay, so there's all 6 of my shulker boxes. I was a little concerned for a second, but yeah, I figure we'll start next episode with that. So there's definitely going to be a montage, maybe like Rocky music or some kind of victory music. Something that I won't get copyrighted for. But let's head back to our base and let's finish these silos up. Well, guys, we're back at the base, and we healed up some of our tools. As you can see, I went and stopped over at the mob farm real quick, just because, well, like I showed you guys, almost every single tool was dead. But I realized when I was sitting here making the lime dye that we actually forgot one of our animals, because I heard him clopping around down here, and I came down and checked, and yep, it's none other than Eeyore, the donkey. We just completely forgot about him down here. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to take him over to, of course, our barn. He deserves to be over there with all his friends. We don't want to leave him over here by himself. Hopefully I can just find a way out of here. But I did go ahead and make the lime green concrete. So I'm going to go ahead and get that built right there and get all the redstone put in. And then that one's going to be for deep slate. And that's only because like I have a ton of it underground. Obviously, we didn't get any of it here. And then the last 2 are going to be for dirt and grass. I figure that's like the best way to stack it. Just put cobbled, cobbled deep slate in the middle. So let me go ahead and get the next one built. I'll show you guys that. The cobblestone one is kind of taking its good old time because we have a ton of cobblestone, so that light will be flashing for quite a while. So let's see if we can find a place here real quick for Eeyore. So he can either hang out with Dennis or Denise, and I'm thinking Eeyore kind of wants to hang out with Dennis, only because Dennis is a little bit calmer, a little bit more chill. Denise, of course, she's kind of a little feisty over there. That's why she's still tied up. So yeah, there we go. And actually, they all need chests on them, and Marlo is actually all grown up too, so she's going to need a saddle and some chests. So I better get to work doing that. Right. So what was once me getting only one more silo in was actually me almost getting completely 2 more silos in. And that's just because, well, the amount of material we have to move is kind of taking a while. And I figure you guys deserve to see how much we have. I mean, you guys are here in this world with me, and, I think that'd be pretty cool. So I went ahead and put the dirt one in, and I'm not done with it yet. I haven't actually hooked up the redstone, but I figure I can just keep tossing this stuff in here and letting it sort because, well, let's face it, hoppers aren't the fastest thing in the world. And you really don't realize that until you do something like this and you're waiting for stacks upon stacks of stuff to sort. So we're just going to go ahead and keep on feeding these. Ooh, feeding these silos here, and I'm gonna keep eating carrots because I keep falling off the roof. But yeah, this is the second to the last silo, so this one is of course a blue silo, and you guys can see that I started to label them here just so I know which ones they are. I'm just gonna use standard oak signs, nothing too special here. This one, like I said, is just gonna be plain dirt because we have a ton of dirt, and then of course the last one is going to be just grass blocks because, well, I also have a ton of grass blocks. So I'm going to go ahead, keep feeding these, and put in the last silo. I have to hook this one up to the redstone, so, all the comparators and everything. I did go ahead and break up some more quartz, so we have more quartz. And I'm going to peel this back a little bit more just so we can see this silo. I'm not going to go bananas with it, but we're going to get more material with that too. So let me go ahead, hook this one up. I'll start putting dirt in here. I'll keep putting stone and cobblestone in these, and we'll see what it looks like when I come back. Ooh, all right. After a good night's sleep, guys, we are done with, of course, the silos. So let's see if we can actually see them from here. So if we look through our windows, we can actually see the lights lit up, which is actually pretty cool because we can always see at all times how much stuff we actually have. So let's go check this out on the map here real quick. So it is this map right here. So let's go ahead and pop this off, and bam. Alright, so we gotta walk over here a bit because this is not all on the map. So I'll go ahead and take my totem off. It's okay, I feel safe around here. I don't have to worry too much. Let's go ahead and fly on up. Alright, there we go. Check that out. I like how our tractor over there kind of looks like a little face. but didn't mean for that to happen. But I went ahead, finished off this wall because I completely forgot we didn't finish this. I did finish off the barn, and I finished off all the stuff mostly because, well, I had a bunch of time while I was waiting for all the stuff to sift through. So as you can see, the backside of the barn's done. I just gotta add that little bit of detail there, but no big deal. We'll call it done. I did start adding some grass in here just to kind of green this up a bit. I did go ahead and bone meal, and there's lights, so theoretically nothing should spawn, but hey, you know, I've been wrong before. I'll probably be wrong again. I thought I had a lot more material than we did, but obviously, well, we don't. But we do have the space for it now, which is wonderful. And this does look really cool on our map. It kind of looks like, you know, a bunch of like cotton balls because the tops of them are white, but pretty cool. But I want to end this episode, guys, on going back and looking at a very, very, very old project. Now, for those of you who have been subscribed since, you know, the beginning, of course, we were doing something called Project Alphabet, and that was basically getting a stack of every item in the game, or at least every reasonable item in the game. There we go. Obviously, like some things in the game, like the dragon egg, you can only get one of, you know, stuff like that. Or if it's something that required like a ton of exploring, we're not going to try and get a stack of it, just to try and keep our world size down. So what I have here is some candles and some poisonous potatoes, and I'm actually going to go toss those into Project Alphabet. So let's go take a look at how far we got. All right, guys, so we are back under M-Town. So as you guys know, that's M-Town up there, and this was basically our starter base, where we started 2 years ago now, which is kind of crazy to think about. Still have villagers in there too, which the one still has a mending trade. So, I mean, just absolutely insane to think about. Of course, we have our bees and all that. You guys remember all that stuff. So let's head on down here to the underground. You guys remember we had like a giant cactus farm, which is where I've been coming to get cactus because, well, we didn't have any over where I was. And slime farm, and of course, you know, our original bulk storage system, which looking at it now is nothing compared to the silos we just did. But this here is Project Alphabet, or at least like the storage for Project Alphabet. So basically anything you see that has a lever on it is completed. Now you're gonna be like, well, there's a space here. Well, that's because it's air. So that one's completed. But anything with a lever we consider done, and then anything without a lever, of course, we have to, you know, do. So we need 64 enchanting tables. Now, golden apples or gapples, you know, we're not going to get 64 of. That's way too much exploration. And then end crystals. So we still have to finish this one here. And, you know, something like this is all just the dead coral down here. So this is all stuff 1.16 and prior. Now this is 1.17, and as you guys know, our world started in 1.16, so that's why it's 1.16 and prior, and then 1.17, and I figure we'll split it up because, well, I mean, we can do that now, and, you know, don't have to go quite as fast. So that takes care of the candles, obviously, and now the potato was, of course, a pea, so it would be over here, and that would be poisonous potatoes. So we still need, you know, obviously a few more poisonous potatoes. We need a snout banner pattern. We need more phantom membrane. So that could be something we could work on next episode, because next episode I want to prepare for the episode after, which I know is kind of odd, but what we're going to do the next episode is basically build, I want to build a pumpkin and melon farm that's actually useful, unlike our little factory. Our factory is nice, it gets us a small amount of things, but I want to put a larger scale one in next episode, and that's because I want to get a lot of quartz. So we can either do the farm idea, or we can just go to the nether and start scouting out the area, because we don't have any of the nether stuff for 1.20. We don't have the armor pattern, we don't have the netherite upgrade, and obviously you guys saw I need the snout banner pattern, which means I'm going to need 2 of them, because obviously we're going to need one for Project Alphabet and then one for the loom at our base. So we're going to need 2 of those. I had them, but I died, so I kind of lost them. So I think, you know what? Instead of the pumpkin and melon farms we can trade to get quartz, I actually stocked up. Let's skip that idea, and let's work a little bit on our nether tunnel, because we're going to go exploring. So I'm going to take my hoe with me, which actually is in my inventory right now. So I'm going to take that with me, and we can actually get ourselves some glow mushrooms or glow shrooms, and we can use them in our tunnel. And I'll cut up some spruce in between episodes, and I'll start stocking up on quartz, because 2 episodes from now I want to build a home for our nether portal, because it's kind of just sitting out in the middle of the savanna biome, and, you know, it needs a home. And my idea for it is, of course, like a white Greek temple with like a copper roof. I think that'll look really, really neat. So that will be our plans for the next 2 episodes. So if you guys enjoyed today's episode, you know, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you leave a comment, and as always, make sure you subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.